Alright lads, here we are with another Rome 2 build, this time with your boy, Epic Boss Gamer 12, doing them sick elytra tricks. Do a kickflip.
Whee!
Ah!
Do a kickflip. And ascending. Whee!
And he's gone. Well, that was certainly interesting. We're gonna start today's Rome 2 builds doing an exterior overview of the Night Owl, which is the name of this here fine vessel. The outer upper hull consists of, we got those two big old diagonal flap things, to give it a funky.
Based this on
I based it off. The outer hull pattern is based off of the general shape of a TIE Interceptor's wing, just rotated 90 degrees. Although, looking at it, it needs...
Okay.
If you know, you know. If you don't, kiss my ass. Anyway. We got a weird-looking ship-type dealio in the upper hull with a funky-looking figurehead. We don't ask questions about that. It just kind of showed up one day, and we're not entirely sure what to do about it. Got the two airlocks.
I call him Bob.
Okay, that's nice. Got a couple of airlocks in the upper hull, as well as a funky-looking engine array, which is in lore, in universe, not a thruster, but a cooling array. To cool off the ship, like a big old radiator. Going around, we got a bunch of random. We got this slick gold trim, random truss structure for no good reason. Well, besides to look cool. Continuing our exterior overview, you can see into one of the decks there, as well as into the bridge. This is a science vessel. I'm pretty sure I mentioned that. It's a civilian ship repurposed for a science vessel, so it doesn't have to follow to the same standards as the Navy. And here we got two railguns, one here and one on the other side of the ship. We'll get to those two arms later, and the third upper arm are literally there for decorations.
Yeah. Actually, I think are you talking about like the golden supports? Yeah, they look more like just supports.
They're just there for style. Now I was talking about this Blackstone third upper segment that also has a golden trim on it. I put it in there to help ease the transition from a sharp diagonal to the big box hanging off the side, and I think it did a pretty good job. Anyway, we're gonna move on to the port side hangar. Here we got.
Right.
You can see we got four. This ship has four tick class interceptors.
I'm trying
for two
to
more.
I'm landed in here.
And we end up over into this other hangar, the large hangar that can fit two full T5 styled vessels. And this particular T5 is a bit special in that it has a command block that teleports you down to the ground, so you don't have to fly to get up there, technically. I mean, you do fly, you use your ship.
I fly up here all the time.
Yeah, but if you don't feel like flying, you don't have to. Now we're on the inside of the vessel. We're going to... What the fuck are you doing? Well, this is the hangar deck. If we move over to this hangar... those ships in the other hangar were TC-19 class vessels. This here is just your standard T5 with room for another T5 styled ship, and I accidentally broke the seal there. Don't want that.
You need to add another one more than likely at one point.
No, this is an empty space. In case somebody
housekeeping.
The reason that Bay 3 here is empty is in case somebody wants to fly aboard the ship. When this vessel's in interstellar space or something, which is usually where it resides. A lot of top secret military stuff going on. Stop flying and follow me, damn it! Jesus Christ.
Oh, I'm so annoying. I'm sorry.
If we go into here, we can see the ship's complement of 42 might drones. Might be drones, specifically. Moving on.
I will talk about what I want. I just get-
Then you'll talk by yourself.
I knew it.
Nah. This room is the lower portion of air traffic control, and this portion is the upper. I haven't finished it, and I'm probably never going to. Deal with it. And then we're gonna descend to the AI deck, which has the tallest ceiling out of any of the decks. This is the AI control room upper section, or lower section, and this is the AI control upper section. Don't ask why we
Do
have
not
that
jump
wall
this
there,
wall.
but do not jump it. Do not jump this wall that we have here. Do not jump. It is illegal.
We will get excommunicated, kicked off, and I don't know what else.
Something else. We're not entirely sure. We're not gonna go through that door because it's exactly the same except empty. In this room here, we have a void bomb because fuck everyone on this ship. In case the AI.
It's funny because you said not to do it, and I did it right after.
God damn it. That void bomb's there to help quell the threat of this here super powerful AI. Use your imagination, or don't. I don't know. I'm not your mom. It's a big old science experiment. Super powerful new type of AI, completely different from any others on the.
Perfect place for me to fly.
No. Now we're gonna move up to the security deck. That's the hangar deck, and then we move up to security. We're gonna go through just half of the security deck because it's identical. Here we have 30 beds for the majority of a platoon. And then over there we have the 6 for the remaining officers and whatnot. We don't know what goes on in this room. Or this room. I'm pretty sure there's another room. Storage, fuck it. Yeah,
Storage.
there's nothing in there.
When you don't know what to make the room. Storage.
Yeah. That's just a hallway that is there for no real reason. I don't know why it's there.
Hallway.
Here we have a cafeteria. Same thing over there. Here we have the kitchen, except I haven't finished it, and I'm
Wait a
never gonna.
moment.
Here we have the incomplete armory, work in progress, and then another storage room with another hallway. I like my hallways. You can see it's just
Yes, he does.
incomplete over there. Now we're gonna move up to the lower sciences deck. Here that room's also is identical. We have this ship's experiments. Some of the experiments it does is has to do with gravity and gravity manipulations, gravitic manipulations. So we got a railgun that can also use these 2 gravity emitters to emit gravity to pull something toward it on one side to push away on the other to try to accelerate, see what happens. And then it also.
Honestly, I just thought it was a particle accelerator. That's it.
I mean, technically, but not really. If you go over to this here room, it's just a large empty experimentation room.
Yep.
We'll get to your room eventually, Epic. Jeez. Here we have the site administrator's office. It's my office. Here we also have a map of the ship as viewed from above.
Why don't I have that?
Because you didn't put it in your because you didn't ask for it. Here we have the director of personnel's office. MD, PhD, BCJ, BCE, Honorable Professor, Reverend, BCS, BE, MED, MM, Epic Boss Gamer 12.
Those are all PhDs and all kinds of bachelor degrees.
A bunch of titles. He's got so many titles. His job is to bring on aboard scientists, hire bridge crew, hire engineering crew, all that fun stuff to make sure that they are appropriate for the ship.
And I'm also a scientist.
And he's also a scientist, and he's also a part of the security personnel. Here we have another large, slightly smaller, but another large science
I'm pretty
room.
much part of most.
The only thing he isn't is a part of the bridge crew and the engineering crew. Here's just an empty storage closet. And it's just
I kind of
storage.
help with the engineering sometimes.
It's storage all the way down. And it's storage on the opposite side of the ship as well.
Where do they tolerate me sometimes?
If we go into here, Epic Boss Gamers Experiment C 28743102-1. It's something funky. Basic? No, actually, I'm not gonna explain it. Take it away, Epic.
Pretty much, this machine shoots a thing that converts blocks and creatures and other things into other things.
Yes.
Just don't blow it up, please. We only have this one.
You only got the one. So it turns blocks into other blocks. Like this here, Prismarine gets shot with the beam and becomes Dark Prismarine. We'll go on to other effects of the beam later in another portion of the ship. Rooms, what, O2 and O3? Maybe O4 if he's worked on that part. I'm not sure. Epic, are you still with me?
No.
Okay. Well, we're moving on up to the science recreation deck.
Oh yeah, also there's a light if testing is in progress.
Yeah, we got the testing in progress light, so that you don't accidentally walk in and get changed. Need a hand?
Need something?
Oh my god. Moving up to this... Oh god, I'm falling. Moving up to the science rec deck.
Moving down.
Moving down accidentally. We're gonna go straight up into this room, which you saw from the exterior. This is where you give presentations or just admire the view, which is kinda poor. I'll put in a video or a clip of me looking out the window with a higher render distance than what is applicable in the realm. But this is where like presentations happen. It's like, hey, this is my experiment, or this is what I'm researching. Power armor. And the military's like, hey, yeah, we'll give you more money for that. Or you could be, I don't know, experimenting with fish, and then be like, what the fuck? What is this used for? And then you get kicked off the ship.
Just like the wall.
It's like, well, here we have like a sitting, talking, visiting area, and then over here
Hello,
we have
how are you?
we have one of the arms of the ship that was sticking outside the front. It's just rooms. This is your standard room. You got your bed, you got your nightstand, you got a personal terminal with a chair and a chair for a visitor. And then Epic over here decided to use special and got a larger room. Epic's crib. Nice. It's just a larger room. He's got some fine art on the wall, and a double bed because he likes to sprawl in his sleep, and one of them single beds ain't gonna cut it. I forget what my room looks like. I got a room also in one of the arms. It is...
Your room just looks traditional.
No, I also got a view of the ship.
You have so many of those.
I like to look at what I've created, okay? Sometimes I can stare at it for hours. Hours!
Don't make me.
Don't fucking do it, bitch. Don't fucking do it. Moving on. Got another one of them recreation areas. Here we have the cafeteria with the chair specifically designed to mess with Epic. The mess with Epic chair.
It's because I'm like everywhere that they had to do something in it, and honestly, this chair always messes with me. The story behind it is since this place is like 3 blocks wide, there was not a chair here, but there was on the other side, and I got like annoyed with it. So Chris started messing with the chair, like putting it in different ways than it's supposed
putting
to.
it backwards.
Then made it float up here. And then he just put the mess with Epic chair. The thing is, I have a little bit of OCD, so that annoys me.
Yeah, here we got the lunch ladies. There's one of them there. That's why you probably heard.
Oh God, one escaped.
Oh God, get the fire! Get the fire! It's probably fine. Cafeteria. That's the serving area, and then excuse me. If we go back through here, we have more lunch ladies, recipe books, even the forbidden kind. A bunch of furnaces, and I believe in this chest here we have a raw turkey.
Wait, what about the one thing I made?
Oh, there's a stale baguette somewhere. Forget where.
Stale baguette.
Where is the
Not
stale
stall.
baguette?
Right here. This one.
Ah, yes, a stale baguette.
I need to.
No, we're moving
Well,
on.
before I move on, I need to make.
Make another lunch lady.
I killed the other one. I mean, wait, what?
Huh?
Hmm?
Hmm? Right, we're gonna move over through here, across the corridor. This is one of
Lunch
the...
lady, get out of my way. You know what?
Fair. Here we have more rooms. They're all identical.
Besides this one.
Besides Flames. And I'm gonna respect his privacy by knocking, but assert my authority by walking in, and he doesn't want visitors. He removed his visitation tray and replaced it with a cake.
You know, it
He also
reminds me
replaced
of,
he replaced his standard bed with his standard regulation bed with a green one.
No, he just fixed his white sheets in with the greens.
Sure. Right, here we have a security office so that unauthorized personnel can't get into this restricted area. God damn it. Which is the engineering room. We've got 6, it's mirrored on both sides, but we got 6 here, warp drive, or wormhole drives or whatever for faster than light. 2 large shield generators. 2 reactors, which is overkill for most situations. You got your standard array of fuel cells, and then we got not 1 but 2 large gravitic drives. These bad boys create artificial gravity in front of this ship's center of mass, which will pull the center of the ship toward it. But since it's, moving, the whole ship's moving, the center of the gravity thing also moves, allowing this ship to accelerate non-stop, essentially. Which is why it doesn't have a main proper thruster, but as a big ol' cooling array. And we're out on the other side with the other security office. And here we have the chief of security's bedroom, with many chairs for many visitors. I'm trying to sleep! What the fuck? Moving on, we're going over to the upper science deck. Or the upper experimentation deck. Upper experiments.
No.
We're gonna go over to this here experiment, which is, I'm not entirely sure what's going on in there. I don't have authorized to know, even though I am the site director. It's fine. Here we have a small reactor with small fuel cells and a small cooling chamber that's blackening the wall. Get out of me, Jesus. Blackening the wall behind it, but I'm sure it's safe. That's levitating. Don't. Here we have other experiments. We're stopping water from flowing. Where you are, we here on the Night Owl are defying defying God. Same with that. It's just
defying God.
We're defying God
no,
here.
You are God.
We here on the Night Owl, we kill God and replace him. And then these are just empty science rooms. Yep. Moving over through here, this is, I think, another empty room. That's empty room. Here we have experiment 485.
No, okay, yeah, this is the one that... No, actually, I claimed this room because I need to do my, put another experiment in there. Where are you?
Doesn't have a thing on the side. Here we have experiment 485241891201228, which is researching suspicious stew.
You sus.
Yes. We haven't gone very far in experimentation yet. That's the lift. Here we have experiment W15843052461112, which is making 4th generation power armor and weapons for... We're building the stuff for experiment 510254651540024, which is making super soldiers. Here you can see advanced 3rd generation power armor, as well as cake. I don't know why Flame really likes cake. Here we have experiment C28743102-2, which shows it has a logbook of experiments that we're not going to get into, as well as what certain blocks turn into. We got diamonds into lapis, chest, regular chest, into a trapped chest. Brick, nether brick, red nether brick. Obsidian, crying obsidian, glowstone into shroom light. Stuff like that. And then
and that is the reason it is -2 though, real quick, is because -1 is upstairs or downstairs where the actual machine is.
Yeah. -1 is a primary experimentation room, -2 is a secondary, and -3 here is a tertiary. Where we have zombies into husk, spiders into cave spiders, cows into mushrooms, ocelots into cats.
The reason that they are contained as such is
also
because we have found... Well, yeah. Well, the reason that they are contained as such is because we found they are more aggressive. This one is a fourth one, but we currently don't have anything in it. This one is going to be experimenting with the effects of the radiation that comes off of the blocks on like creatures and other things. See if it kills like things and even environments.
Basically, how the altered entities and blocks change the environment around them. Here we have general operations. This is where the crew resides for the most part. Here we have crew quarters there, crew quarters in there. Captain's quarters, first mate's quarters. Here we have the bridge proper, which does have a map of the ship, as well as a plethora.
He really likes that ship.
I really like this ship, okay? As well as a plethora of monitors.
I should just like make my just like a little area in like the engineering thing, and then just like put a sign on one of these things, just Evans Terminal.
Yes. So that's basically that room. The ship is pretty much mirrored, as I've said many a times before. Here is one portion of the primary AI that runs the ship, as well as a little itty-bitty shield array on the to help protect the bridge in case of attack by pirates and whatnot.
R.
Right. And if we continue down to the lower portion of the vessel, or the rearward portion, we have a carrot farm. We actually have two carrot farms, one on either side, but that's hay. As well as a little storage closet for everything the bridge crew needs.
Mm-hmm.
Here we have the engineering with lovely stairs that go down. Don't you dare insult my stairs. I worked very hard on them. I'd like to see you do better. Actually, no, I don't want to hurt my self-esteem. Anyway, we are going to move upward.
Once more.
Into the airlocks deck, because we haven't really done anything else. This is also kind of a recreation deck. Don't ask what's beyond that door, because I'm not going to tell you.
We have a lot of those doors.
Oh, they're everywhere. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. We have a plethora of random rooms, as well as the airlocks to vacate the vessel if needed, if we're diving to a space station or something, which is not often. A lot of classified shit goes on up here. But it's just a deck with a bunch of rooms in it to do with whatever you want, really. You want to set up a tavern? Set up a tavern. Yeah.
Oh, heck, I'm gonna do that. I'll freaking do that.
Go right ahead. I really do not care. This is general recreation, except I didn't really know what to put up here. And then moving up to the top deck. It's got a window.
Top deck.
It's the uppermost deck, aka top deck. There's nothing up here besides a door. I'm not going to tell you what is beyond that door. You don't need to know. Heck, you probably don't want to know. And that essentially concludes the tour of the vessel, as well as everything that goes on here. It is still kind of a work in progress, around 80% done, but I don't feel like actually finishing it, so I'm not gonna. sue me. Don't actually. I don't even know how you'd sue me. But yeah. I forgot to mention the bathrooms, or show you the bathrooms. They're in there. Trust me, there are bathrooms on this ship. I didn't forget them, like I forget most other vessels. Don't worry, they're there. Right, guys. Hope you enjoyed the video. Here's my most recent upload, as well as a video explicitly chosen by the algorithm for you. Ain't you special? Well, hope to see you in the next one.